Ladies and gentlemen, I got a late night hitter for you. But I'm going to be honest, I do not feel like editing the video. So I'm trying to get this video out to you guys as quick as possible. So bear with me, all right? First and foremost, altcoins are looking very good. We got H-bar up here, 24%. Quant 17%. Utility tokens really are shining. MOG just got listed on Coinbase. It is up 26%. So in this video, right, because we are seeing a lot of new listings. In this video, I want to talk about 4 or 5 projects that you need to start researching now that can possibly get listed, guys. I'm trying to look. I've been talking about these projects, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Some of these projects are up, okay, but at the end of the day, a lot of people who's coming in crypto, you're going to have to do your research. You cannot be lazy. It's nothing wrong with buying cryptocurrencies listed on exchanges. Don't get me wrong. But the reason that us experienced traders and hodlers and diamond hands make so much money in crypto is because we buy cryptocurrencies before they get listed on exchanges. So I'm gonna give you some really good projects that, if you've been following my channel for a while, you already know about these projects. We've been in these projects. You've probably seen your portfolio go up a lot if you did get in these projects, but they haven't been listed on top exchanges. But they are really good projects. So let's talk about these altcoins, because we are in altcoin season, right? And there will be a lot of listings, guys. So if you like these videos on newer altcoins that's not listed, maybe not the blue chips, more of like the mid caps, make sure that you like, subscribe. And if I left out one of your favorite low caps or mid caps, let me know in the comments. I love to do research on new tokens, right? Just don't spam it, because if I spam it, I'm gonna think you one of them damn scammers. All right. So, all right, let's get into this. So what's happening in the market, right, is ETH is starting to pump, right? We are seeing BlackRock, which has purchased 500 million ETH in a week. So the same thing that they were doing with Bitcoin, they are now doing with Ethereum. So the rotation is happening, which kind of is funny how I've showed you that pick. Every YouTuber has showed you the pick. You know what pick I'm talking about, where they got the liquidity rotation, Bitcoin, the ETH, the mid caps. Guys, history maybe doesn't repeat itself, but it's eerily close. Same thing is happening. We are seeing a rotation here into ETH, which is starting to pull a lot of the altcoins, specifically ERC20 tokens and layer ones with it, right? The Ethereum competitors. So with that being said, there has been talks that this could be a super cycle with a pro crypto house coming with pro crypto laws, right? As long as none of these numbskulls don't mess it up, right? So Ethereum, DeFi, GameFi, L1s, NFTs, according to Murad, he thinks it's going to be the meme coin super cycle. But one could say that utility tokens are going to get a lot of liquidity, because a lot of people want to buy into things that they trust, have high security, have a use case, right, close to institutions and governments. And that's pretty much what we're seeing as far as the first wave. But meme coins will do well, right? But this video is about some utility tokens, specifically in the AI sector, which is one of the better sectors in the space outside of memes and gamings, right? So you gotta understand, at some point, H-bar wasn't listed, Quant wasn't listed, eventually got listed, and the people who had already bought these tokens before listings made an abundance of gains in capital. So the first project I want to talk about here is AXGT. Guys, I've been talking about this project for at least 6 to 8 months, right? At least 6 to 8 months, right? We had a huge run up from when I originally started talking about it. Everybody in the Discord who bought this project made money. People still tell me that today this was one of the better, you know what I'm saying, projects that I've talked about here that did very well, right? But, you know, now, you know, it kind of sold off. People did what they did. The smart investors either got back in or they doubled down on their bag right here, DCA, right? Because this is a project, in my opinion, that you want to hold into the peak bull run, right? Because it has not been listed, but it has the backings, right? It's utilizing NVIDIA, right? Some people say that this project is close to NVIDIA. If you don't know what AXGT is, it's hard to explain, but what they do is they fund science projects. So let's say there's a science projects or a group of scientists that have a cure, but they can't get the unnecessary funding, right? Or if they do get the funding for the government, it's very, 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 very strict on how they got to use the funding. But what AxonDAO does is supports these science, right? These real type science shit. Not no BS. They support it in a decentralized fashion, right? You can see some of the partnerships are so bullish here. I mean, look at this stuff. First of all, the team is docs, right? And this guy allegedly used to work for the SEC. So there you go, right? Not to add, they are backed and partnered here with like some big entities, right? Similar to what we've seen in the beginning stages of HBAR, Jasmy, these projects that backed by these big companies. But guess what? People sleep on them. People don't think it's real. People think just because it's crypto, it can't grow over time. Now look at these partnerships: Hewlett Packard, Boston Labs. I mean, this is crazy, right? Hewlett Packard for sure. This is crazy. So AxonDAO, what they do is it's like a community-driven tech hub that uses advanced tools like AI and biometrics to help scientific research projects. Its focuses on creating, supporting, financing projects that work in a decentralized way, meaning they are not controlled by any one company or organization. So let's say they can't get the funding, but they got like groundbreaking cure to something, right? They can get that funding through the community, right? Raised as the community. It's a community-driven tech hub for scientists, right? And the thing about this project is that it has a huge treasury compared to any other decentralized science project. It's literally number one, right? So at some point, the number one decentralized science project will be listed on some exchanges. It's not listed on any exchanges yet, guys, besides Biloxi and Matcha. And what the hell is that? I never use Biloxi. I don't know what that is. All right. Yet everybody talks about AxonDAO. It's the number one decentralized science project in the space. And I got a good hunch that at some point this is going to get listed on major exchanges. All right. Again, team is docs. Science has to pick up, but again, you want to position yourself in narratives that haven't popped yet, right? So a $79 million market cap, 440 FDV, 300 million in treasury. This is a project that should definitely be listed on top exchanges, and this is potentially, I'm not saying it's etched in stone for the trolls, okay, but real money is made if you can find a good token that can get listed. Think about it, guys. When I originally, in the J5 Council can confirm this, Patreon can confirm this, right? I originally posted Fred, the $3 million market cap, when it went to Binance, it ended up billions of dollars. Peanut, $3 million market cap, it went billions of dollars, right? Fred, $180,000 market cap, went almost to a billion, what, 300 million, right? So the key is to get into these projects before they get listed on exchanges, right? And the next project I want to talk about is NEURO AI, right? This was NEURO AI featured on the Binance Square. So NEURO AI has been recognized as one of the Captain's altcoins top 10 AI cryptocurrencies for 2025. This is covered by Binance. So there's been a lot of speculation that NEURO AI could get listed by Binance. And again, another project, right, that has no listings yet. Every top KOL is talking about this. And I've been talking about it since back here. Right? When everybody was, is this real? Is this real? Yes, this is real. Right? And what this project does is it allows you to create AI powered 3D models. And I am excited for this because as a developer, if you know how to create workflows here, they'll be dropping, as long as they deliver, right? They'll be dropping their API, which this right here, and it's free. A lot of APIs, if you ever did any type of like workflows, coding, you know what I'm talking about. They ain't free, right? So basically you can integrate all these AI agents, right? Let's say you wanted to create a AI agent, a super AI agent that at the click of a button. If somebody asked it to make a 3D model of something, it could do it. Well, how would it be able to do it? It's going to be streamlined on the back end through workflow and an API, right? So this is something that's interesting, because this is something as a developer you get excited about. Wow, I can integrate this into my workflow, and now my AI agent, at the sound of somebody giving it a prompt, it had created a 3D model or an in-game asset or whatever, right? And now you got an AI agent that's doing this. And the more AI agents that this project picks up, I can imagine if this thing really heats up, it's no way they're going to keep these APIs free. There's no way they're going to keep them free, right? They eventually have to charge for that, right? Because you got a lot of people using the API, but that's neither here or there, right? You can log in. It's very, very seamless, because it's integrated with like Unreal Engine and things like that, and you can start creating if you're an indie developer, right? Saves you money. AI does a lot for you. I think that this project is going to be huge. Alex Becker talked about this project. He called NEURO his top favorite mid cap, guys. And right now NEURO is sitting at $165 million market cap. I'm not even, if you knew, I'm not even going to tell you guys when we first started talking about this. I'm not even going to tell you guys, right? A lot of people faded it, not me. And it probably got like the best chart in AI right now. Probably the best chart in AI. All right, a little bit overbought. Wouldn't buy this now, but again, lots of potential to still hit the billions of dollars. And most likely, if this thing gets listed, and what happens is, right, Binance will list these projects, and guess what happens? Everybody else listed. When Peanut got listed by Binance, Crypto.com listed. Crypto.com literally listed everything that Binance lists. Literally. So again, NEURO AI, guys, this is a scarcity token. You had an opportunity to get this thing like really, really, really early. You know what I mean? And sub $2, guys. This thing has been going crazy. All right, so let's talk about something else, because this is a good potential that this does get listed. Next project I want to talk about is TARS. Now everybody thought, oh, Millie just doing TARS because the TARS is sponsoring the video. I told you guys I had a bag of TARS before they reached out for the sponsorship. I already had a bag of TARS. $30 million market cap, $40 million market cap got into TARS. Did more research, started talking about it at like a $58 million market cap on the channel. I think that's around the first time I started talking about it on the channel. A $58 million, $60 million market cap. Right? And this was just recently. Now look at the market cap, 269,346 FTV. And again, another project that has been making noise that could potentially get listed on Binance. Another AI project that's backed, by the way, by Solana Foundation. I'm not going to get into what TARS did. Go watch the videos on my channel. I'll maybe tag one. I don't know. I made plethora of different videos on TARS. Go watch them. TARS is a good chance it does get listed on exchange. And even though it's pumped, guys, when it gets listed on exchange, it's going to go to billions. It's going to go to billions, right? It's going to sell off as soon as it's going to super pump to billions and then sell off. But if you are already in, you're going to be able to take profits off that pump. So, next project I want to talk about is GPU. Another early project, right? Got into this joint a little bit early, around like somewhere between 60 and 80 million, right? And then a whole bunch of FUD happened because of OPSEC. If you know about the OPSEC hack, it caused a lot of FUD for all of the GPU projects, right? And this thing crashed to like a $40 million market cap. I loaded my bag because Crypto God John was talking about it. Alex Becker was talking about it. And I knew, just based off the narrative of AI and GPU power, that this was going to be a very, very sought after token, right? A lot of these GPU power tokens are going to be sought after, because if you're trying to build something like a platform for AI, similar to like a chat GPT, or you're trying to train AI or do this or that, guys, you need GPU and CPU power. And what Node AI does is it allows you to harness the power of your GPU by either lending it or renting for some, right? So if you got a supercomputer and you got a little extra GPU power, you can lend it out. And what GPU does is it turns your super computer into an AI node, right? And indie developers who are creating apps and things of that sort, what they do is they're looking for these AI nodes, right? They're looking for these AI nodes so they can build their platforms, right? And you get compensated in GPU, right? So GPU is very similar to Uber, right? It's like the Uber for GPU power, right? Let's say you are a developer and you got a supercomputer, you can rent your GPU power out just like you would drive around and pick up people in your car, right? And on the flip side, if you need GPU power, you could call up Node AI and they're going to send some GPU power to you, just like Uber would send you some Uber Eats. You just hit them up and say, hey, I need to rent some GPU power. They got AI nodes that are collecting GPU power like supercomputers all over the world. Now you can build your platform and utilize the GPU power for a lot more cost efficiency and a lot more faster, because it's a whole bunch of different nodes that are being collected around the world, and they're all doing, things. So it's like it's like one meal, right? But it's like a whole bunch of chefs cooking the meal instead of one person cooking the meal. So if you need a task to be done or a platform to be done and you need it to be done fast, right? And you're requesting this GPU power, what these AI nodes do is they all work on the task together and get it done faster than just if one chef was cooking it up. And this is why this is going to be sought after, because everybody's trying to build something in AI. We see it with the AI agents. We see it with the AI platforms. Everybody is trying to build something in AI. And if you understand how workflows work, how GPU power works, how this AI it's really, to be honest with you guys, it's only a few projects that are truly like generating their own AI, like Tao, right? Like Tao, there's like their own AI. They're not streamlining anything else. So you got to be a little bit careful with these AI projects. But again, if you've been developing things, you kind of understand what to say. I don't want to make this video too long. Node GPU. I'm going to GPU Node AI. It's a good chance, guys, that this project does get listed. It's a good chance that this gets listed. I don't believe it has any big listings. You can see here it has a few listings compared to the other projects, but no tier 1 exchanges, right? Yet everybody needs GPU power, and now since it's a big, it's needed everywhere, there's going to be a lot of people who can provide GPU power that's going to rent out their supercomputers and look to earn GPU. So this is also not only an AI project, a cloud project, GPU project, but also a DPIN project. So just keep that in mind. All right, that's all I got for you. Hopefully you guys understand. I didn't rant for too long. Altcoin season is here. Altcoins is looking good. Everything is pumping except for Jasmy right now. Nah, Jasmy is gonna pump, guys. It's at 5 cents. It pumped a lot yesterday. So let me know your favorite altcoins inside utility tokens, by the way. No memes. Not yet. We're gonna do memes. I got a meme video coming for you, but you gotta hit the like, subscribe. You gotta subscribe so you can see the video. If you don't subscribe, you don't hit the bell, you ain't gonna see the video. She might come to me. I'll see you in the next one.